Selling and buying Star Wars. Why Star Wars? I don't know, I love it. Do you guys like Star Wars? Not as much as Farscape though, right?
Hey guys, just wondering, the Senator Palpatine...
Hold the mic up a bit.
Right here? Right here? The Senator Palpatine sketch that we saw just before getting the call from Darth...
Ray, come closer.
Come closer? The Senator Palpatine sketch, where he gets the call. That's probably one of my favourite sketches of all time. Where did that come from? Who can we thank for that?
Oh, that's a heated,
The question is, where did the Emperor phone call come from? Matt, do you want to talk about this?
There's a debate among the staff as to who came up with the concept of the robot chicken, or the version of the Emperor Palpatine phone call. Breckin Meyer claims that he wrote that sketch, whereas Doug Goldstein, our co-head writer, also claims that he wrote that sketch.
Now, the truth, and we've spoken about this several times, is that Doug conceived the initial concept and said, wouldn't it be funny if Emperor Palpatine got a call from Vader in space? It's a one-sided conversation and all the things that go on during that conversation. It got submitted, and it just wasn't funny. So then we gave it to Breckin, and Breckin made it really funny, and wrote all the Padamame and the... I think Doug did the coleslaw beat, but Breckin did all the Light Bright and the...
Right now,
ATM.
Breckin is watching from above and is very angry at Seth.
And Doug is lining up his sniper. But this is like a silly debate too. Like we had George Lucas weigh in on it at one point, and then Breckin didn't come to anime, and Doug definitively wrote the sketch. And, I don't know, it's just silly. So the answer is I did.
Follow-up. What is it about animation being censored? You know, I mean, like the actual swear words being censored that makes it so funny. I mean, we've seen both versions of it on the DVD. You can actually see where he's got just lets fly. But when it actually gets beeped out, for some reason that's more censored. Is it something the fact that toys being censored? Is that?
I think it's really the same philosophy that Steven Spielberg had with Jaws and Hitchcock had with Psycho, where less is more. There's a movie out now, Paranormal Activity, where you barely see anything, and it's so scary just because your imagination is more vivid than anything that anybody can put on film. So.
There's something funny about naked puppets having their genitalia blurred out. It's like we've lost our minds. It's not real genitalia. Usually there's nothing there to begin with. So it's almost funnier to blur it. Well, actually I can't say that every puppet does not have, because we have some twisted puppet makers. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it on? Is Mike Lazlo...
You may rise.
Is Mike Lazlo and Keith Crawford going to come back and do the voices again?
Wait, put the closer. Did you say Keith Crawford? Will Keith Crawford come back and do it?
Mike Lazlo and Keith Crawford.
They hate us. They hate us for putting him in the booth.
Yeah,
actually, no, I think Keith is starting to like it.
I was going to say, we have Screen Actor Guild rules where they can only do a certain amount of voices and until you have to join.
It's very complicated the way the unions work, and you can't work on a union show without being invited into the union, which is,
But ultimately,
process.
I was going to say, if they have to actually do more voices they'll have to join the union and they don't want to pay. So
there is a period of time that lapses between, so if they wait long enough, then they can do it again. Mike has said definitively, hey, I'm not going to do any more voices for y'all, all right? And so we hired Clark Duke to replace him. If you guys watch Greek, has anybody seen that show Greek? You guys know Clark with the glasses? We made a movie together called Sex Drive, which I think like 6 people saw. You guys saw it on DVD. Who are you kidding? Nobody went to the theaters. But Clark plays Mike Lazlo now. Did that answer the question? I'm sorry.
Are you planning to do more voices?
Yeah, anytime there's cop number 2, I am there to say freeze.
Tom has a bunch of voices on Titan Maximum too. And Tom is like a really impressive voice actor. I think you've gotten really good, man.
Thank you. I've found that it takes me a long time to find the voice. Like Seth MacFarlane can do a conversation with himself doing 4 different voices, and I can take like 10 minutes trying to find
But your performance is committed, and that's finding a voice is one thing, but being a good actor is another. I know. What are they screaming about? What are we competing with? What's going on in the other room?
Smackdown.
It is louder by design.
I just have one more question. Whose idea?
One more question. Look behind you.
Whose idea was the gummy bear jumping, singing?
Yeah, that was me. I'm a little ashamed of that one.
That was like one of the funniest
I was
ones.
gonna say that was all Tom, and I don't think we thought it was gonna be as funny as it was. No offense, until Michelle Trachtenberg came in and did the performance.
Well, early in the season, early in the recording of the show, Michelle. Do you guys know Michelle Trachtenberg? She was Dawn on Buffy, and then she was the bad girl on Gossip Girl. Oh yeah, she was in the movie Ice Princess. So Michelle let us know the first time that she came in to do the show that if we ever needed a flawless movie vixen scream, like horror movie, that she had it. And I was like, let's see it. And we put it on tape when she did it, and it was flawless. And honestly, 25 seconds long and never lost strength, even in the 25th second. It was really impressive. And so the second we had this sketch, I called her right away. I'm like, you want to come do that scream for the show? And that's what happened. And now it's been remixed all over the globe.
There is a great rap remix of that version on YouTube that you guys must go watch.
I just wanted to know, with all this celebrity impersonation stuff you do you ever get fallback from it? Like they ever call you up, like Lindsay Lohan coming and complaining?
Now this is the truth. The only person who has ever written with a complaint, and I don't suspect he did it himself, I think it was his people, was one of our favorite heroes, Mr. Stevie Wonder. I know. And when you get a letter from Stevie's people that's like, Stevie's really upset about this, you just go, oh.
Have you guys seen the sketch where Helen Keller and Stevie Wonder are on a game show together? What?
It's actually, it's Helen Keller and who's her teammate? So this sketch is so bad. We're so embarrassed that we ever made it. It actually was written and held off on, and then we produced the animatic of it and never put it on the show, and then eventually we were short of time and we're like, I guess we put Double Dare in, and you make bad choices. But Stevie Wonder and Daredevil are on a team together, the red team, Double Dare, and then it's
Marley Matlin.
Marley Matlin and Helen Keller on the blue team. And you can imagine how the visual and audio challenges go for the first half of that sketch until the blue team has to perform physical challenges. And Stevie Wonder eventually punches Daredevil in the mouth.
Was anyone offended by the whole Kurt Cobain zombie shotgun?
Well, you were offended.
Well, I was cautious about that because I was such a big Kurt Cobain fan, and I thought so many people